Alright, so today I decided to do my first Kontomire Stew with goat meat, and I decided to share the journey with you. Join me, let's go through the process together. So we get our vegetables and everything ready. These are eggs and white melon seed. That is egusi in our language. With the goat meat, we are going to steam it for a while and make sure it's soft enough to be chewed. We clean the fish and everything. So we're going to mix the egusi with the egg until it forms a uniform paste. Alright, so this paste of spices, pepper and all of that, a bit of tomato paste. We have our red oil. This will be our salmon, smoked salmon, and this will be the steamed goat meat we're going to use. Alright, so this is tomatoes we're going to use, plus the kantosi. We're going to blend it and mix it with the kontomire. Alright, so here we've got onions. We're going to chop them, the rest use it. Our salt. This is kobe, that is the salted fish. This is egusi we showed you earlier, mixed with egg, that we are going to use. So join us, let's go. Alright, so at this moment you make sure the saucepan is on fire for a while, then you pour in your red oil and you allow your red oil to boil for a while, after which you add in your salted fish and allow it to fry for a while. It's going to give enough flavor to the stew and it's going to make it taste yummy. Yeah, so after boiling for about 3 to 5 minutes, you can then put in your onions. It should be enough, and you make sure you stir it gently to avoid oil spilling on yourself. Yes, that's how you're gonna do it. You would also leave it for a couple of minutes depending on the intensity of your fire. Okay, and then after it boils for a while, I prefer to add tomato paste and then stir for a little to give it some taste. Others don't use it, but I do prefer tomato paste. You leave that to fry for some minutes, and then you would leave it So at this moment I mix with my spices that I've blended, the pepper, onions blended. I mix it at this point and I make sure I leave it to fry for a while. Yes. We are almost getting ready with our stew. So we can add tomatoes. We add it gently at this point, and then we stir gently to allow it to cook well. And then after the tomatoes have cooked for a while, we can now add our meat. That is the goat meat that we have steamed for a while. We add the goat meat and we allow it to cook for some time. Alright, so it's good enough, and at this point we want to add our egg. And one thing you should make sure is, whilst you are mixing the egg, make sure to add salt to the egg. It makes the egg look nice when the stew is ready. Alright, so I forgot to add salt. Make sure you do add salt to it. It's going to make it look very nice and appetizing. Okay, so at this moment we add the eggs and we leave it to cook for a while. We want to have the yolks of the egg in the stew. Yeah, so if you don't allow it to cook for a while, you're not going to have it the way you want it to be. Alright, so we leave it, and then afterwards we stir it gently. Yeah. Wow, delicious. We can then add salmon, that is the smoked fish. We add it also, and then we allow it to cook for a couple of minutes depending on your fire. You allow it to cook for a while. You're getting done with our stew. Yes, so you leave it to cook for a while. Alright, at this point, because there was salt on the meat and then the fish, we now taste if the salt is enough. If not, we add a little bit of salt. Please make sure you don't overdo it. If not, you spoil the whole stew. Alright? Yeah. I think I'm a vigorous stirrer. Be careful to stir it very gently. Okay? Very gently. Alright, so we don't just want our stew to be delicious, we want it to be nutritious. So we've got our turkey berries that has been blended. We add it. It's very, very nutritious and it's going to add flavor to it. So we add it to the stew. Leave it to cook for a couple of minutes. Alright, so we're almost done with our stew. It will be ready very soon. And always make sure you gentle stir so you don't break the fish. At this point, we add in the kontomire. We cooked it for a while. We just boiled it for some minutes. Then we mix it. At this point, we make sure we stir it gently. Gently. We stir it gently. We're almost done with it. Wow, can't wait to enjoy it. I think I stirred it too much, but do make sure you don't stir it excessively. Yeah, just stir it gently. Yeah. So finally, our delicious kontomire